Meanwhile, though, Royal just keeps showing off one of the
I don't know
newest
if I'm gonna
maps.
make it. I don't
If
know
you can
I'm gonna
actually
make
do
it.
that,
I don't know if I'm gonna make
you're
it.
gonna make it slow.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh. Oh, they're not even watching
Overtime.
me. Okay, I
Overtime.
just did that really awesome thing.
He made
I went
it.
to overtime at like half a second left.
He's the best around.
And they didn't show it.
Oh,
No,
we showed it now.
It's too
There you
late,
go.
production. It's too late.
Typical production.
That moment has
Always letting us
passed.
down.
What we could do. Oh God!
So
they didn't think I was gonna.
One question is, how many cards will there be in the game?
We're aiming for about 20 per character to start with.
Okay.
You know, that's kind of a good feel number as far as, you know, amount of times you can combine. You get 5 cards per character, 5 cards per deck, so you can combine together. So obviously, you know, with 20, you get a lot of options. You can mix them together. You can mix those. Every rarity below legendary can be mixed in any way you want. So you'll be able to kind of make some really cool, unique combinations there. And we're aiming for about 20 per character. We're up to about 12 characters now, and we have our 13th in production right now.
Is there any look at any team deathmatch mode at all?
Not currently.
Okay.
No.
I'm just seeing if there's what else is being said in chat. Is there any? Is there a new champion at all?
Huh?
Is there a new champion coming soon at
Yeah.
all? Really?
Coming soon. One thing I should say: there's no patch this week. I don't know if that was clear.
I guess we didn't mention it. It's a Q&A session here.
That's right.
This is
we're
one of the first
doing
weeks.
patch notes.
The first time we have HirezTV launch, and Paladins have been patching constantly every week, and the one week
And we
do
don't
that
patch this week
is the week that
because you can't tell us what to do.
we should be able.
We're in charge of our own.
But you know what?
Fate.
Do you know what? You're gonna have to get
And we
used to
say
this.
no.
Switch to his game quick, because you'll get a sneak peek. Switch to his game.
Yeah, go ahead.
Switch to his game. Don't ask him, production. Just do it. Switch to his game. Don't listen to him.
Oh
I'm in
no! What
charge
is
here.
that? Whoa!
Look at me.
Quickly hide it!
I am in charge here.
My God!
Get it away. Get it
What
away.
is that?
I don't even know what that was.
That's weird. What is that? That
I don't
wasn't
know.
one of the things I recognized.
I don't recognize that. Well, that'll be good for the Paladins fans at home who will now have a
Probably.
nice little
I hope so.
discussion about it and be wanting to see more of it,
I
probably.
hope so. Yeah.
What other questions do we have in chat right about now? Chat. Someone asked, what is their elo? Do you know the answer to that?
I don't. I think we have a bot for that though.
I can tell you, it's 7. If you've been watching since the
Apparently.
start, it's probably about 7. How do you get out of elo hell?
By
Freddo?
being better.
Told, chat.
Well,
Told.
that's part of it.
How many champions do you plan on having? I think I just read there.
We don't have a specific limit. We're going to be continually adding champions for the lifetime of Paladins.
Okay.
You know, the pace that we were going to release those is yet to be determined. We're being a little more aggressive on that to get more champions in the game so you have more options for team comps. Our goal is to get to 15 as fast as possible. As you can see that, you know, Grover, Kinessa, and Droxus all came out very quickly. The next character, whose name is Ying, as you saw on the screen there, she is going to be our kind of elven illusionist. So she will be able to create illusions, clones, maybe some kind of
Something
distraction,
like old Eevee?
arcane magic,
Eevee style?
old Eevee style.
Old
yeah.
Eevee style, cool.
So bringing that back, but you know, one of the reasons why and for those of you who are longtime fans of Paladins in the early stages of the closed beta, Eevee used to have an ability that allowed her to create a clone of herself or an illusion.
Well, 5 of them, basically.
Yeah, we removed that from her because we really wanted to actually give it a good spotlight and do it justice, right? We wanted to actually wrap a full kit around deception, arcane magic, spawning illusions, and really allow that to really interplay with all of her abilities, rather than just having it be a secondary thing.
Will we get more vertical maps to do with in Paladins as well? That's one of the questions in chat. With like Eevee being able to teleport up and things, will we see more vertical maps be created?
We're actually experimenting with that right now internally. We actually have 2 maps being worked on currently that experiment with more verticality, more tighter spaces, tight corridors, stuff like that. And really, you know, it just comes down to us, you know, finding what kind of map layout works best for Paladins, or maybe it's just a slew of them that play differently. And we're really experimenting with that. And as the next few maps roll out, I think you'll see a lot of that.
Any plans for console in the future? Or is that too early yet to really say?
Paladins is built from the ground up to work on console. In fact, we have gamepad support on the
we do?
PC.
Already on the PC?
Yeah, you just plug it in. It works.
There you go, guys. If you got consoles at home and you just want to switch over to your PC,
I like
with your
console.
You do?
I'm a console fan, yeah.
You've been around Gandhi too much. No, I love consoles too.
Consoles are great.
I don't mind consoles.
Yeah,
They're
good.
fun. FIFA's great.
How about another healing class, someone asked? Maybe.
Another healing class?
Oh, we have 2.
What kind of healing class would this one be, though, if we're going to do it?
So it's a fair question, and I think this is probably a good point to be transparent about. In general, when you look at you know, the way we structure specific metas, a lot of times we're very community driven on that. And you can see that in Smite. You know, we take feedback from competitive players as well as community players, and just, you know, all over, and even, you know, media and stuff like that. One of the things that we're currently trying to avoid in Paladins is the necessary feel of I need a tank and I need a healer.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you have a class that all they do is heal, and you have a class
all
that
you do
all
is
they do is tank, it's almost like it's compulsory, right? You have to pick that, and if you don't, you're lacking it, and which means that you're basically more likely to lose the match because you don't have it. And one of the I guess mission statements that we had for Paladins in the early stages was to make sure that you can play most of what you want to play. You have that option to customize. You have the option to play what you're good at or what you enjoy, and you're not hindering your team too much for that. And that's one of the opportunities we have with a full shooter in that it's not fully that kind of RPG feeling where you have to have the right team comp, the right party construction, or the right roles in the right places. At the end of the day, you're shooting people, right? And you want to shoot people the best. And if you're not the best, then you're not going to win.
But there's always going to be
embody
advantages of champion versus champion.
Right.
So one with
right.
AoE will be somebody who stands and bangs with high damage.
And kind of what we're looking for is, when you look at characters like Grok and like Pip, they aren't full supports, but they have support abilities and utilitarian aspects. But they themselves are also quite adept at getting kills in the right situations, defending themselves when they need to. And I think, what we try to do is make sure that we don't have characters that are like, all I do is support and I don't do anything else. Or all I do is tank and I don't do anything else. We want to make sure that there's enough mixture there that I may be good at healing. I may be good at supporting.
Deal damage.
Right, and I can do other things. And one of the reasons that we went that way as well is that if we're just making straight characters, it makes more sense to kind of follow those roles. But because we have the card system, we wanted you to be able to choose your role through the cards you pick and the decks you construct, right? So you can pick Pip and not get any healing cards and be your AoE potion launcher kind of character, and you're not hindered by that, right? A lot of times when you get into a game and you pick Pip and you don't heal, everyone's like, oh, what are you doing, right? Or why don't you pick a healer, right? We need a healer. You need to be the healer. You need to be the dedicated support. We wanted to make sure that there was a lot of freedom in choice and that you customize your own play style by the cards, not necessarily the character, but characters are, better at certain things than others.
Are we going to see any more melee characters being released, potentially?
Yes.
Done.
Yes.
I'm just checking through all the questions that are coming through quite quick. Is there any Smite or Paladins crossovers going on? Or will there be more? Oh, there was already Ares and Fernando.
There's Ares, Fernando, and Grover.
Grover
was the treant that Sylvanas rides in Smite. So there's already two. Right now, there aren't any plans for any.
Just show Grover for the Smite fans. Could you show Grover for the Smite fans? Would you
show
mind?
Grover.
Just because, like, people will be like, why can't Grover and Smite do this? Like, he's more useful in this game.
See, there you go. It's on screen now.
He's on screen.
On my screen, not your screen. It's on my screen. It could be on your screen.
And
now it's on your screen.
He actually can swing around like Spider-Man.
He can.
Because he's a spider tree.
He's a spider tree.
And that's what he does.
Yep.
So
he's got
he has a way to
kind of he has an axe. He can throw the axe. He can do a
Sylvanas
whirlwind.
ain't got nothing on Grover.
It's true. He got really mad at Sylvanas telling him what to do all the time and decided he wanted to be in a shooter game.
And now he's in a shooter game.
He's a champion of the realm, you could say.
Perfect. He's a champion of both realms.
This is the only realm.
Well, I mean, it's Battleground.
Yeah. He's a champion of battlegrounds and realms.
Yeah, that's the only one that can really do it.
Right, because he's not a god.
So
Sylvanas is the god.
How often are we looking at patching? Are we going to try and continue just as soon as we can when we've got opportunities to do so? Because obviously this is the first one in a couple of weeks we've not had a patch.
It's a fair question, and one of the things that we tried to do in the early stages of the Paladins is try to find what gameplay is most fun, right? For those of you who've been with us for the entire process of the closed beta, we did a lot of iterations very quickly. We were trying to find what designs worked best, and really, we're a very design-driven studio, and so what we try to do is make sure the game is fun first, and then we go and polish it and put the wrapping paper on it and make it shiny and make it fun and make it cool, right? But as long as that core gameplay is there and it's fun, and basically it's fun to hop in a game of Paladins and swing an axe or shoot somebody and just do the basic things, then we can wrap everything else around it. So, as we get closer and closer to a more open beta state, we're trying to focus more now on polish, get more cards in the games for the characters, make sure we're releasing more champions, make sure that the UI and polish, the deck building is there, make sure we add things like maybe even accolades or achievements, stuff like that.
Okay.
Improving the progression system, make sure you can get chests by unlocking things or maybe earning loot.
There's lots and lots more still to come with Paladins.
That's right. There's a lot of systems that we've kind of pushed off in favor of getting the design right. And now that we feel like we're in a good spot, we're making a few more tweaks on it. We'll have more information on that next week for patch notes. But we want to make sure that we have that right, and then we'll polish on top.
Now, we also have the 100K tournament for Paladins coming up as well. And a lot of people are talking about competitive. Now, there's already tournaments going on to do with Paladins at the moment. People scrimming each other, practicing, see some streams from Paladins World and the likes, and getting things going. What's the plan forward with the game regarding competitive? We're looking to drive this competitively, though, aren't we? And we're going to be looking towards ranked?
At a lot of, we do the same thing with every game. We let the community drive it, and I wouldn't say that we're specifically driving it. So the Founders Tournament, I think, is really just to reward the players that come in early and give us feedback on the game. We really just want a high level, high skill cap, competitive level feedback from players that are playing consistently. Say, this is too strong, we want this better, this doesn't feel good, stuff like that. And the Founders Tournament is just to reward players that come in early to do it.
That makes sense.
And really all we're doing is we're just adding systems into the game that support competitive play, right?
Okay.
There's a lot of questions around ranked. There's a lot of questions around, spectator and stuff like that. We're working on a spectator. We have plans for ranked as well. And so we're going to make sure that goes in the game and that the systems are there to facilitate competitive. And if the community says, hey, we really want to do this, when we got that early on, a lot of players in early stages of Paladins are saying, I want to play professionally. This is my game. Let's do it. So we put the systems in. Paladins World, we partnered with. They've done a great job at supporting preseason tournaments every weekend, which do have cash prizes for players that are playing Paladins now. And then we're leading up to the $100,000 tournament coming up a little bit later this summer,
June.
and just making sure that we have that system there.
In June it'll be ready, that's for sure. Well, I hope it should be. Otherwise, we'll have fun at the tournament.
It'll be ready.
It better
don't,
be.
Don't even look at me.
Better
Don't
be,
even
Driver.
look at
It
me
better-
like that.
We've been waiting for the spectator
Hindu
for
man.
months. For months for spectator.
Hindu boy.
That's just rude.
Is it?
Dry forehead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Accurate.
What are it? Okay, next question for you. Really big question. This you'll definitely be able to answer. Is Arachne getting a buff?
I don't like spiders.
You don't like spiders?
I mean, sometimes. I
Depends on the
squashing
occasion.
them. It makes me feel good to squash them.
Depends on the occasion.
I'm not the kind of person that picks up a spider and takes it outside.
You don't like spiders?
There's a question of whether or not I like dairy. I don't, actually.
You don't like dairy?
I'm lactose intolerant and I'm allergic to milk. I have both.
Let me get my violet.
It's a little too big. Can you make it smaller?
Yeah, sure.
A little smaller? A little smaller?
Be good.
How good at Smite is Hindu? You've played Smite before, right?
I mean, once or twice.
I can't tell because when you play, it doesn't look like actually playing.
I don't know. I mean, you used to have a YouTube channel, but then it went to crap because you always lost.
I wouldn't say that's why that. I think I gave it up so you can have more of the spotlight.
I would not start
I
banter
was
with me, Rory.
stealing.
When
I
I
was
when I knew, look at me,
some
look
of
at
your
me,
spotlight, and you
look at
needed
me.
it.
I am the caster now.
You needed it.
I am the caster
You
now.
needed. You needed it.
I don't need it anymore.
It's charity at
Because
this
I've already
point.
got it.
It's charity. I didn't want to steal any more spotlight from you.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Thanks. I've missed you.
Who's your favorite character in Paladins?
My favorite character in Paladins is
Whoa!
definitely Paladins.
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 Say it with me.
Paladins.
I didn't say it.
Paladins.
You have to say it with me.
Okay.
Paladins.
Paladins.
Oh!
This is rough. This is rough. I'm sorry. Can you not lean down like that? Because the beam off that forehead nearly killed me. Then, jeez.
It's
Oh, that was bright.
Sometimes, are you not used to looking at a bright future?
So
Is that
I
what
did
it
like
is?
Sky, but then you nerfed her. So I don't like Sky anymore.
Well, that sounds like you're just very fickle and need to be a little more committed.
I'm a Smite player.
Do you have commitment issues?
I'm a Smite player.
Do you have commitment issues?
I am fickle. That's all I've got to say.
It's okay. Yeah, we did nerf Sky a little bit.
You did,
Yep.
and it wasn't very fun.
Well,
So I go to Barrack now because I like the turret.
Barracks,
So
right?
basic
Barracks
Buck's
cool.
always fun
Barracks cool.
because I'm Buck and I like to jump. It's great.
Buck jumps.
Jump in, deal damage.
Yep.
Fire off the shotgun shells.
Shout outs to
Perfect.
the Paladins Reddit on finding Buckshot as a card for Buck.
Buckshot. What a.
I thought no one would find my jokes, but people are finding my jokes.
People will find
finally.
them eventually.
Yeah.
Is there any other questions in chat, guys? If you got them, go ahead. We've got a few more minutes left. Can you show us some more gameplay for those at home that haven't seen it before? Can you just pick a game, any game mode,
Any game.
any
mode.
game mode? The one that you'll probably win at. Go practice. That's probably the best one for you. Who are you locking in? Are you allowed to show
What?
this?
What are you
Are
talking
you
about?
not allowed to show this?
What are you talking about? I'm not doing anything.
You might get even more of a sneak peek than I
I'm
expected.
not doing anything.
Okay. In before you fly around the map with bugs. That's what I'm going to say now.
I
did
so
not
I have a mirror.
tell you to
I have a mirror.
to lock that champion in. You got a mirror?
I have a mirror.
God, you need one.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
Don't come back at me
Do
anymore.
I?
It's not going to work anymore. Look at me. I've said it
I'm
once.
looking
I'll
at
say
you,
it
and it's
again.
hard. It's real hard.
It is.
It's
It
a
is.
difficult thing to do.
Seeing him in person is a lot
I feel
more
bad for Chet.
annoying than
My
having
God.
to deal with him on camera during
It's perfect too
broadcasts.
because then there's this line, right? We've separated it perfectly.
I know. It's just
So
like
you
the
can
old
align
days.
your eye. It's like the yin and the yang, right?
It is.
Or the yin and the yang.
It is.
There's that.
Can Common Decks be customized in the lobby? Can we look at doing
We
that?
are looking at
Because
a
I got annoyed
change.
with that too, to be fair.
I
Where
don't
I
care.
clicked. Well,
Ask me if I care.
do you care?
I do care a lot.
Good.
I want Paladins to be really good.
Good lead
so
designer.
one,
Thank
one,
you.
one thing that we're looking at as well is looking at making sure that you have more choices to be made in the match, right? And one thing
Awesome.
that people had a lot of positive feedback on early
Mhm.
stages of Paladins was that, when we had previous deck systems, you could select those cards in match and have, ways to react to the enemy team, or kind of combine them together, or
Yeah.
basically create a playstyle that works against what you're up against. That's what we're trying to accomplish with the deck building in lobby. We're not leaning towards allowing you to build decks in lobby,
Okay.
but we are leaning towards some new system to be determined that we're working on currently that I'm not going to explain right now, but I'll explain it next
Stop
week on patch
talking.
notes.
We're in game. We're in game. What is that? What is in the hand?
Picking cards in match in some way.
Picking cards in matches. What's that?
That's an illusory mirror.
Why is she hovering a mirror around? Why does she just hold
She's
on to
a
it?
freaking arcane illusionist.
Why does she just hold on to it?
Because she's magical.
But she's just showing off for no reason.
She's magical.
She's showing off for no reason.
Do you know what magical means?
Yeah.
Do you?
It's one of those things that build defensive and offensive items from the magical tree only.
You're so basic.
I know, right? It's my job.
So this is, look at this.
So would you go do-mob on her, or?
It's like a little, I don't think you would.
You won't go do-mob?
And if
I
you
mean,
look
Doomob's
at the
really
bottom
meta
right,
now.
none of those cards are hers.
Oh, they're
those
not.
are all
So we're
cards
cheating.
borrowed from others, so that's kind of building that up.
Okay, show me.
Isn't that cool?
Show
Can you,
me.
like,
Show
look
me. Can you
through?
show an auto attack or
It's
something?
like an illusory window. It's like so magical and stuff.
Well, how do you go for that pole?
Well, I wasn't gonna do anything. You want me to do
Oh,
things?
you're not? What happens if you go for the pole?
The portal. Actually,
Those players look better than the Smite players already. They actually leave the base.
I know.
I'm impressed.
That's right. Yep.
I'm so proud.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Hindu.
What?
I don't like this.
You're worried.
No, the portal. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
Why not?
I don't want to see it anymore.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'd not see it ever again.
Okay, we'll just look away from it.
No, like ever. I don't want a chance of seeing it.
You're getting rid of them. No.
What?
No.
I mean, you've already got this sweet little
No.
wickety-wacky
Did
here.
you just?
Look at that. Isn't that cool?
They're so pretty.
Like you're just looking through the sweet little
'cause you-
magical. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Look through
zoom,
the
zoom,
look
zoom.
through the looking glass.
Obviously, this is as you saw in the lobby. The fact that she didn't have textures on it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this is in progress, and we'll show more next week.
So next week we should have patch notes.
We should have patch notes next week.
Any shouts you want to give to anybody at home, or any questions if they want to ask? Where can they go to?
You go to paladins.com. It's
Paladins.com?
probably get most of your information there. If you want to start a discussion on Paladins, go to Paladins or forums.paladins.com. You get a link there on the main page, and also the Reddit and Twitter and everywhere else.
We always
We'll
look
catch
at
it.
social media as well.
We'll find it.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Roy. It's been
You're
an
so
absolute
welcome,
pleasure.
Hindu boy.
Absolute
I
pleasure.
miss you.
Absolute
What?
pleasure. See you all again very soon. Coming up next, though, is the Smite patch notes. Join me and Pompon to bring you all that action next.
Woo.
Woo.
Yeah.